the haka, I bust out the haka, I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do, never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are climbing your river like ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking their hearts and breaking the rules, ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two, 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 two. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me, meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing first play is Herbert.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And every time you step on the field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Well, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, they got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here we go, son.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Fields.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere. Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed it under. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Herbert now. This goes out wide from Mixon. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Bengals at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go.
First down, here's Mitchell. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Fields now to throw.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division, like...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Easy.
Now Fields.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Now it's Fields.
And Shark hauls it in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw is Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
And
able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and
3. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 3.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, going out right here.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Once more with Mitchell.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's a...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Elijah Mitchell.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Herbert on 1st down now.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
2nd and 6.
Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They snap it to Herbert.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Herbert going to change the play here.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Ram. Let's go.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Here's Herbert. And that's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Palmer going to go in motion left. Mixon. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis from 6 yards away. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
13. Bengals 10.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Go.
Here's Fields.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Fields.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it with the 15. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf, 57 yards.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Here's Herbert now on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
That was signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On second down, here's Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. D. Eskridge in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's Fields.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Fields going to keep it running right.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Eskridge, the man in motion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 2-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Fields going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Operating from the gun, Fields.
They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Down the right sideline.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
21. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's second and 10.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Fields. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They snap it to Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Bengals 17. Jason Myers set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Mitchell now off the option.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead is down to 2.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Tackled by A.J. Epinesa.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here we go, son.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on third down? And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed. And it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less of the football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. An option give now to Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation. Kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Herbert to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kenny Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43.
A gain of 14. First down, Ravens.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
First down.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Inside handoff to Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the